Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It would seem Ezra Miller is back at it again. If this is true, which I've got to preface this with if it is true, which it does seemingly follow a long trend that this chap has been going through anyway. It's quite shocking, it's quite disturbing, it's reprehensible, and it's downright groomery, basically. It's pretty gross. I'm trying to keep the headline as vague as possible because I'd like this video to be monetized. Obviously money's great, but it's more specifically the reach that a video gets upon monetization. If it's demonetized, YouTube will nerf the video. But yes, Ezra Miller has been accused of supplying a minor with illicit substances, drugs and alcohol. Again, that's grooming behavior. It's not anything other than that. That is, if we look at what grooming is and the textbook definition of it, that's what it is. And aside from that, which is obviously disgusting, it's morally reprehensible anyway. This is a grown adult who very clearly thinks he's a child. We've seen that in some of the things that he wears and his overall demeanour and behaviour. Very, very immature. Basically, sort of hanging around children, minors. It's disgusting. It's very, very gross behaviour. So let's take a look at this, ladies and gents. The article to this will be down below. Again, it is kind of from a bit of a shitrag website source, which is TMZ. However, it seems to be pretty legitimate in terms of what they are actually reporting. So Ezra Miller, parents say actors taken control of their daughter, and they've actually asked court for a protective order. Now, again, a court filing isn't... I mean, yeah, sure, like, you can fake a court filing, of course you can, but this looks pretty legitimate, and again, it's pretty disgusting. It's grooming. I mean, there's no other two ways about it. It is a form of grooming, isn't it? It's really disgusting. So Ezra Miller is not only a bad influence, but he's a danger to the well-being of an 18-year-old woman. So, at least according to her parents, who are asking a court to step in and keep the actor away from her. So, according to new legal documents obtained by TMZ, Tokata INIs met a then 23-year-old Miller in 2016 when she was 12. 12. He was 23. 12. It makes my skin crawl just mentioning that. And the actor was visiting the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota. From there, Tokata's parents say she and Ezra developed a friendship they believe puts Tokata at risk. There is nothing a 12-year-old should have in common with a 23-year-old. There just isn't. That's weird. It's gross. Like, I have lots of toys in this room. This is my man cave. This is my office. I'm not inviting children in here, and I wouldn't want them in here because I don't view these things as toys. These are items, are a sort of, memorabilia, right? I'm a grown man. I don't want kids near me, unless they're obviously my own children, which I don't have any that I know about. That's weird. It's odd behaviour for adults to want to associate with children. It's not normal. It needs to be exposed. It needs to be called out. There is nothing normal about an adult associating a friendship with a child. Unless, and there are exceptions, we're talking about a form of mentorship. This definitely doesn't fall into that category, does it? So, Takata's parents say Miller flew her to London in 2017. So, that's when she was 13, to visit the studio where Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was filmed. And she was a big fan of Miller, and obviously he was, starring in the movie. At the time of the trip, they say Takata was 14. Oh, I guess, just on the precipice, 2016, 2017. So, yeah, that makes sense. And Ezra was 25. Odd again. As the friendship continued, Takata's parents claim Ezra supplied their underage daughter, so this is when she was underage, with alcohol, marijuana, and LSD. Not only that, they claim Ezra, who's obviously best known for The Flash, disrupted Takata's shooting at a private institute in Massachusetts so much she dropped out in December 2021. And this tends to be the behaviour of groomers, is that they, and adults that associate with children, is that, misery loves company, right? They want people to be around them so much that they will do anything, including, ruining someone's opportunities to grow and move further away from them, which is very clearly what Ezra has done here. The parents say they flew to Miller's Vermont home in January to get their daughter. Why the hell is that child at his house? And discovered she didn't have her driver's license, car keys, bank card, and other items needed to navigate life independently. Again, textbook grooming. If true, it means that he isolated her. It's abuse. They say they also found bruises on Takata's body, which they allege Ezra caused. Again, we don't know, but it doesn't sound good. So shortly after she got home, Takata's parents say she fled to New York City to reunite with Ezra, and from there, the pair's been travelling together to Vermont, Hawaii, and Los Angeles. And the two were spotted at a club in Hawaii in a video obtained by TMZ. And this is said video of Ezra just dancing like a fool. As they've reported, and as I've done videos on, Miller being arrested in Hawaii, attacking patrons. Do you really want a child around with that individual? I mean, God no. So in the documents, Takata's parents state Ezra uses violence, intimidation, threat of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent Takata. They claim Ezra also told Takata to solely go by Gibson, a name she formerly used with family and friends. And then there's this. They say Ezra decided Takata is non-binary transgender, when she had previously declared herself as non-binary, queer, and gay. I don't really understand what that is all about, but never mind. What's the difference? It seems Takata is aware of her parents' concerns. She recently took to social media to say she's mentally stable, and her comrade, that's definitely the language of a sane person, Ezra, has been a help in her life. She also says she's recently gotten a therapist and is looking forward to the future. Takata's parents are asking the court to step in and issue an order of protection against Ezra on behalf of their daughter, and a hearing is set for next month. We reached out to Ezra's team, and there's been no word back. Now, I think what's important to stipulate here, we have, an actor that visited the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota, and then made friends with a 12-year-old. There is no reason those parents should have allowed their children, right? And this is also an important part of this discussion. No adult with children should let another adult befriend their children. Be better parents. Sort yourself out. Don't let that adult into your life in a way which then allows them to fly your child halfway across the country to hang out. That's weird that you allowed that in the first place, right? That's odd. It's enabling behaviour, quite frankly. You're opening the door and going, here you go, please groom my child if you like. Very strange. You, as parents, you should be better. You should sort yourself out because you have allowed steps in this path to be taken, which you could have shut down immediately, but you didn't. You chose not to, and that's disgusting on your part. However, obviously now you're trying to, but by this point you've already lost them. I don't know what age is deemed an adult. In the UK, 18 is deemed an adult. You can do most things at 18. I think in the States that 21 seems to be, in some states seems to be an adult. But I think you may have missed the boat on this now. And I think that's a shame. You failed your children, whoever, Carter's parents, you failed your child for sure. But also, Ezra Miller, if true, is a bit of a disgrace. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out my Teespring store. Supporting the channel via this way does go a long way. But also, not only that, you do get to wear some awesome merch. These are one-of-a-kind designs designed for me by my graphic designer. We, of course, have our Clown World line, which is in mugs, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got Space Jeebus. And then for something a little bit different, we, of course, have right down at the bottom right here, we have our Pulsar GTIR. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out and supporting my second channel, which is Car Nonsense. This is a vlog and car channel. You can find links to this in the description box along with my Teespring. Please do consider supporting.